Hello everyone, this is Trollforce introducing my brand new channel along with a brand new video. This is my first ever top 10 video. We are going to go over my personal top 10 best Amnesia custom stories and mods of 2017. Before I get into this any further, I want to thank all you peeps for making it this far into my channel and enjoying my content. It really means a lot to me that you see me as a really underrated channel. I always make awesome content, and since I'm still learning through the ropes of YouTube, I really appreciate all the support anytime, any day. Now let's get into this top 10. In the number 10 spot, we got Down the Rabbit Hole by XAMN. This mod is honestly unlike anything I've seen in a custom story. It's quite random to how the title reads, and there's so much packed into this game. The story is kind of straightforward, but it's scattered everywhere in this custom story, and putting the pieces together is harder than building the Gravity Falls timeline. My point is, you don't really follow with the story that well. Not only is it all over the place, but you'll literally have to download the rest of it and unlock it with the secret password at the end of the game. You can't complain about the settings in the way XMNN or whatever fuck I can't really say the name that fast built this and created this game. Sure, the scripting is a bit off and there's some occasional bugs here and there on my part. Other than all that, this game is really enjoyable to play, and I recommend this to anyone looking for a bit of weirdness and Amnesia, and that's why this is at number 10. This custom story is also rated 9 out of 10 on MyDB. Coming in at number 9 is Followed by Death Chapters 1 and 2. Honestly, this does a better job at execution than Down the Rabbit Hole. This is created by JMF Storm and receives a 9.3 out of 10 on MyDB. This one is really easy to follow and is well-paced, has a well-paced building point from the beginning. The beginning is, thank God, all original and doesn't directly copy the start of The Dark Descent. Seriously guys, put some fucking originality into it. The atmosphere is quite well for the custom story, and it seems more real. The puzzles are not too hard and your objective is pretty straightforward. The scares and monster spawns are timed right and all. The main reason this is at the number 9 spot is that the game itself is not at all finished. Chapter 3 was supposed to come out after Chapter 2, but that was 5 years ago. Really, JMF, you had to leave us hanging, didn't you? Right at number 8, we have Meet Us from Our Friendly Neighborhood Fictional Weekly, scoring a dishonorable 5.7 out of 10 rating on MyDB. Honestly guys, this score deserves to be a 7 at best. It's his first ever custom story. My first wouldn't have been all that great anyway. It's still in development, and by the way, don't ask about the name because it doesn't have one yet. Anyway, this custom story is entirely new from what we're used to in other custom stories. No dark castles, no monsters, nothing really cliche at all. He does make use of the storage room on the Penumbra tech demo and other things. What I really like about this custom story is how the darkness consumes the area when you get to the end of it. Like, the environment changes, things are thrown everywhere, there's a creepy ass soundtrack to go with it, and it feels like there will be a hellish creature that will jump out at you at a moment you let your guard down. I've already given a review about this like months ago, but I'll leave the link down in the description. I think I rated this 8 out of 10 on that one, but I dug deeper into this custom story and changed it. Who else is looking forward to Chapter 2? At the number 7 spot is a great work by Damascus7, rating a respectable 8.8 out of 10 rating on MyDB. I played this one before a couple years ago, and it was a very great experience, and is actually scarier than The Dark Descent. That's an achievement right there. The characters are nicely written, the atmosphere is phenomenal and very realistic. I think the thing that everyone remembers the most is the scary as fuck monsters in the game. Holy shit! The soundtrack, the movements, and the noises they make are downright terrifying. For me at least. I'm kind of a bitch at horror games, especially when I get immersed. The puzzles are a bit too difficult to do by yourself without looking up a walkthrough, and in which most of us have done. The length is quite well for the story, and you can choose your ending on this game, which puts more realism in it. I recommend this to anyone who loves Amnesia. In number 6, we have Key to Freedom, rating a deserving 9.6 out of 10 score on MyDB, and made by MX Dash. I honestly can't think of anything bad to talk about this one. It's perfectly crafted for an amazing new experience. There's nothing too hard, cheesy, or anything near stupid and too short about this game. No bugs, perfectly timed monster encounters and chase scenes, and an engaging story. There's actually character development here with the main character, and every question is answered in this game, and the ending is spectacular. That is if you escape with the skin on your back. I highly recommend this custom story to everyone. Number 5 is Master of the Five Magics, rating 9.2 out of 10 on MyDB and created by Slanderous. This mod is actually one of the most recent creations on this list. The thing that stands out the most in this mod is the bombardment of creativity and every other thing you can think of. This mod is actually the same level as awesome as Key to Freedom, but I think this is better with many other things, like on this game. More characters, bigger story, amazing outdoor environments, loads of custom objects and monsters, and the ability to actually pick up and throw around Agrippa's head. That is my personal favorite. You can also choose your own ending on this one. Good or bad, take your pick. I also highly recommend this mod to anyone. Just remember to keep a real sharp eye for puzzle solutions. Coming in at number 4 is, no pun intended, The Four Horsemen by Titan Core, rating a great 9.3 out of 10 on MyDB. This mod is not too long and not too short, and last but not least, not too boring. Not by a long shot. Your quest in this game not only sounds epic, but is really epic. Traveling into another dimension to stop the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse. The only complaint I really have about this is the serious lack of important enemies. I mean by that, you never actually see the Four Horsemen at all. That's not a spoiler if you can't fucking see it. Let alone never happens. Other than that giant plot hole or story, just that massive hole in the game, there's really nothing bad about this game. I recommend this to anyone who wants a real adventure in Amnesia. In the number 3 spot, we have Through the Portal, rating an 8.7 out of 10 score on MyDB and created by Damn No HTML. I think everyone can agree with me on the fact that our big question has been answered. What has happened to Daniel after entering the portal? Well, this is the answer. Even though the mod is short, it's really a great and serene experience. We walk on an alien planet far from home and trying to get back to planet Earth. The story on here is not quite connected to why Alexander was banished out of this mystical place. It's not answered at all, actually. And his significant other? We do get some story in it and some flashbacks and a couple of notes. But why was Alexander banished? Anyway, everywhere you go in this place is pretty to look at, and it's really unlike any Amnesia mod you have ever seen. I highly recommend this gem to everyone. Right at number 2, we have Destiny Rebellion, rating a very well deserved 9.5 out of 10 on MyDB, and created by the talented Umbakarna. We have honestly, I'm not exactly sure what we have in this custom story, but it really doesn't feel like Amnesia, but a game of its own, like with Amnesia elements sprinkled here and there. The entirety of this game is very, very odd, makes no sense whatsoever, but that somehow doesn't bother us at all, and we forget the question we ask about it. The thing that I absolutely adore on this custom story is that you feel like you're in a spectacular, out-of-this-world story from beginning to end. I was going to include the newest game, Destiny Revenant, but sadly, I don't have any experience or much knowledge about it. I've played a little bit of it so far. It's amazing. It may make the list next time. Be a lookout for that. And before I go to number 1, I wanted to go over some quick honorable mentions that didn't quite make the list, but were included because they were decent games. And the number 1 best Amnesia mod is Penumbra Necrolog. God damn, was this mod absolutely the fucking bomb! Rating not only a 9.1 out of 10 on MyDB, but this masterpiece won the Mod of the Year in 2014. Created by the newly formed Countercurrent Games, these guys have finished a Penumbra series with a vengeance, taking place right after the events of Penumbra Black Plague and Requiem. These guys have really accomplished at finishing the journey that Philip has taken. I won't spoil anything for this mod, you'll have to see for yourself. You can also choose your fate at the end of the game. These guys have really followed through and stayed loyal to the source material of the Penumbra series while creating this, and I cannot recommend this game any higher to any and all Penumbra fans like myself. I also strongly urge you, if you haven't already, buy the Penumbra series and play it straight through, starting with Overture, Black Plague, and Requiem to get to this godlike creation. They also have a follow-up story that takes place in the game too, but by another important character, Twilight of the Archaic. And who else is ready for Penumbra Prisoner of Fate? It will be created on the HPL3 engine, the very same engine Soma was created on, and hopefully that can earn the same Mod of the Year honor again. Well, we play as we will play as Red in that one as soon as it comes out. I really hope all of you enjoy my very first top 10 video about the newest edition of Amnesia Custom Stories and Mods. Comment down below what your favorite is, and if you agree with my critical picks for these games. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. Watch more content on my main channel, Trollforce, and anticipate for more top 10 lists on my new channel in the future. See you next time, peeps.